So this time we will going to answer number 3. So problem number 2 and number 3 is the same, but this time we will going to use mesh method. So by simply basing on the given diagram, I noticed that we have three given um, current, which is IA, IL, and IB. So this time we will going to use two. We will make I1 as in the loop 1 and I2 in loop 2. So we can now solve. We can make first we make an equation. So applying KVL on loop 1, we can have 24 minus 0.2 I1 minus 0.5 I1 minus I2, since IL is the sum of IA and IB. Current IA and IB is equal to 0. So distribute this one, and then equal to 24 minus 0.2 I1 minus 0.5 I1 plus 0.5 I2 is equal to 0. So add the same term, 24 minus 0.7 I1 plus 0.5 I2, then transpose 24 is equal to 0.7 I1 minus 0.5 I2. So equation 1 na to. Equation 1. Then next we make equation number 2 from loop 2. So we have negative I2 minus I1 times 0.5 minus I2 times 0.3 minus 26 is equal to 0. So distribute 0.5 I2 plus 0.5 I1 minus 0.3 I2 minus 26 is equal to 0. So solve for the same term. So 0.5 plus 0.3 equals to 0.8 I2 plus 0.5 I1 minus 26 is equal to 0. Then transpose, so negative 26 be equal to positive 0.8 I2 minus 0.5 I1. So this time we have equation 2. So what we should do is we should eliminate the two equations. So copy equation 1, 24 is equal to 0.7 I1 minus 0.5 I2, then 26, negative 26 is equal to 0.8 I2 minus 0.5 I1. So add, but this time we will going to multiply it by 5 and by 7, since it is the common, because uh I1 is I1. So a decimal point is can be written as a fraction, so we should write multiply by 5 and 7. So it will become 120. So 120 is equal to 3.5. 5 times 0.7 is 3.5 minus 2.5. 5 times times 0 point negative 5. So I1 and I2. So 7 times negative 126 is negative 182 is equal to 5.6 I2 minus 3.5 I1. So now we can solve. So 120 plus negative 182 is negative 62 is equal to 3.1 I2. So cancel this one by this one since it will become to 0. Then 5.6 minus 2.5 is equal to 3.1 I2. Same term. So we can now have this one, divide both side by 3.1. So it will become I2 will have negative 20. So um, using this one to the equation 1. So we have our equation 1 is 24 is equal to 0.7 I1 minus 0.5 I2. So our I2 is negative 20. So going to solve that using a calculator, substituting I2 is equal to 20, so it will become 24 minus I is equal to 0.7 I1 plus 0.5 times negative 0.5 times negative 20 is positive 10. So it will become, simplify, 0.7 I1 this transpose 10 negative 10, so it will become 14 is equal to 0.7 I1. So divide both sides by 0.7 I1, 0.7, cancel, so I1 is equal to 20. So we have now 20. Then we have the formula IA, our equation IA plus IB is equal to IL. So we have our IA is 20, IA is equal to 20, IB, our IB is equal to negative IB, which is the I2. So we can now use this one, negative times negative 20 will become to 20, positive 20. So we can now solve directly IL. So IL is equal to 20 plus 20 is equal to 40 ampere. This is ampere, this is ampere. So we have IL, IA, and IB. So next thing we should solve is VL, solve for BL. So we know that solving voltage is equal to I times R, which is the current times resistance. So it will become VL IL RL. So our IL is 0.5 basing on the diagram. So 0.5 times IL is 40. RL is 0.5, IL is 40. So it will become 20 volts. So we have our VL, which is 20 volts. So next thing we should do is the question letter C, the load and the battery power, PL, PA, and PB. So solving power is equal to P times current. P is equal to current times voltage. So PL is equal to IL then times VL. So our IL is 40 times VL, at VL is 20 volts. So it will result 800 watts. So next is PB. PB is equal to IA times VA. So our IA is 20 times VE is 24 volts given. So it will become will result 480 watts using a calculator. Then PB, the last one. So IV, IB, BB is equal to, so IB is 20 ampere, then VB is given 26. volts. So it will become 520 watts. So that's all for number 3 and for the assignment number 3. Thank you.